Having trouble with your garage door? Problem solved. Call Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company. We're your go-to team for garage door repair, new garage doors, openers, and more. We offer same-day service. We're always ready when you need us. Best of all, you can book your appointment online or talk to a live operator 24/7. No machines, no waiting. So whether it's a broken spring or a brand new garage door, trust the local experts at Direct Service Garage Doors. Call us today or visit directserviceoverhead.com.
Oh, that was a banger.
I really wonder if that one's going to cost us.
It's going to hit us. Yeah. So this video will not be pushed by YouTube tonight because we just played Squid Game.
No, we didn't. No, we played a beat we bought from a website.
Yeah,
that's right. YouTube, don't you dare shadow ban us.
Never.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's Wednesday night. It's that time of the evening, 6:30-ish p.m. We're live with the Nameless Show on Thursday. Maybe that's what we're going to call this on Wednesday night.
That's a perfect name, dude.
The Nameless Wednesday Night Show on Tusk Talk with Ty YouTube. I guess that's going to be it. Make sure you guys like, share, hit the subscribe button. All right? Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And you have the notifications on for everything every time we go live. So if I sound a little messed up, and if I kind of do like one of these in the middle of the live, I'm fighting a gnarly head cold. I'm probably more Dayquil right now than man, with some ibuprofen mixed in there. So I've got to do this, and then after this, I got to do another live on another show. So my evening is filled. I'm up against it tonight, boys. Hey, Travis and Tim on a Wednesday night.
It's weird.
We're blessed. We're blessed to have you both here.
I think I got the name of the show. It's Wednesday Night TDs.
Ooh, that's
Wednesday
perfect.
night STDs.
No,
TDs.
just
That
TDs.
works too.
It's technical difficulties.
You'll never see it coming.
Well, hey, Travis is at home, so we won't have any connection issues. Knock on wood.
Subpar internet here, so
I got a wood table there.
the woods, man.
Ty, you have a head cold and your camera has sight issues?
Sight issues. You coming in clear over here?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah. Might be you. No, you.
Might be you.
Might be you, man. I don't know. So yeah. All right. Well, again, make sure you guys share the content. Sharing is caring. We have a few things to discuss. We know Arkansas's got a couple of exhibition games coming up. We're going to talk about one of them. We might actually go ahead and just give our prediction on the I think it's 13 non-conference games for Arkansas this year. Of course, these two won't count their exhibitions for Friday and Monday night, but then a week from Monday they tip off for reals. And so yeah, we will we might discuss a little bit of that. Marcus Brown says first time here, Whoopig Suey. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. First,
Welcome.
very cool. Very cool. All right, well, let's dive into the very first topic, which is there's a new name in town, boys, that apparently
I completely missed this that day.
Yeah. It made its way. Listen, when it kind of makes its way onto social media and certain accounts pick it up, you know that it's going around. This is not just us like, oh, hey, what about this guy? This is like, this is someone, this is big enough that it made it here. This is Sidelines Arkansas. All right. They're not a small, they've got about 17,000 followers on Twitter. They've been around for a minute. Listen, I'm not saying that this is legit, but there is a lot of noise around PJ Fleck at Minnesota. And here's what Sidelines Arkansas says. Some of the people saying we are too good for James Franklin are now drooling over a possible PJ Fleck hire. Our fan base deserves to suffer.
Well, you heard about this, right? Bobby Bones interviewed him
Yeah, I actually ended up watching the interview after.
That's
Bobby
right.
Bones interviewed him, and then he was like, "Well, your quarterback's from Fayetteville, so I'm
Yeah,
just
Lindsay.
saying you should think about like Bobby Bones pushing for PJ Fleck to push for this job because Bobby Bones is a all-knowing football analyst."
He took that shot at our the other account. We were trying to do the SEC thing, and we decided to move it all over here to Tusk Talk. He took that shot at a brand new podcast, and I was like, "Oh, all right, I guess he's."
Dude, and I was drunk when that happened. I was real drunk.
Respect after that, first of all.
Well,
Be doing
it
this for
was
27
kinda,
years.
yeah.
Bobby
Bobby
Bones,
Bones, 150th ranked show in America. I'm sorry, but just because you blaze PJ Fleck doesn't mean that PJ Fleck is going to come here. You know nothing about football anyway.
dude, PJ Fleck is 63 and 41, dude.
Do what?
He's
63 and 41
in the Big Ten.
Yeah, in the Big Ten at Minnesota. Yeah,
I get it, but
93 and 63 overall. He had 4 really good years at Western Michigan. I remember his time at Western Michigan because I remember thinking like maybe we should have gone after him.
I'm wrong.
About what?
I think that's his.
That's his Minnesota record.
Yeah, overall, he's 92 and 63.
Oh, he's 93 and 63.
93?
93 and 63.
Wikipedia says 92.
We got to get it exactly.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but we got to get it exactly right. But yeah, he was 21-11 in conference play when he was at Western Michigan, which was the Mid-American Conference. And he was there. And listen, his first year there, it was garbage, right? He was 1-11, 1-7 in conference play, and then 8-5, 8-5, and 13-1 in 2016. So I remember thinking towards somewhere in there, like maybe this should have been the guy we went after, not Bielema. But yeah, he went 8-0 in conference his last year there at Western Michigan, but he went 1-2 in postseason play. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl he lost, and the Cotton Bowl he lost. But he did win the Bahamas, whatever that is, the Bahamas Bowl.
It's like a New Year's Day bowl.
It's no Liberty Bowl,
But see, this is the crazy thing.
I like the Music City Bowl, but in Hawaii.
Well, it changed, right? It was the Bahamas Bowl or whatever, and then it went through some name changes. I don't know. These damn these bowl games. I swear to God. You had the Saturday Down South Bowl, right? Didn't they have their own bowl game? And then you have oh my God, what's
how much money you gotta have to have your own bowl game, dude?
Oh my God, dude. It's got to be crazy. PlayStation had its own bowl, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Didn't they have their own bowl? The PlayStation Bowl or something? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But
probably.
Anyways, his time at Minnesota has been mixed. 5-7 year one, 7-6 in 2018, and in 2019, man. I mean, they were good, and I vaguely remember this. They were 11-2, 7-2 in conference play, finishing first in the Big Ten West, winning the Outback Bowl, and finishing 10th in the country. However, as the only time at Minnesota he's finished ranked ever. Now, you could probably argue he probably should have been ranked in 21 and 22, finishing out the season then because he went 9-4, but he went 6-3 in 2021 in conference play, and then 5-4 the next year. So, but his only, I guess, he really reminds you of a slightly more successful Houston Nutt, I guess.
Yeah.
At Minnesota. I mean, and I'm not saying, listen, I'm at the point now where I don't even, we talked about this before we went live. Whatever. I fund the guy and I don't know how realistic this is. This is probably, again, just all fan made stuff. And you're right. I forgot about the Bobby Bones thing. So whatever. 63 and 41 in his time so far at Minnesota, 93 and 63 overall. He would still not be in my top. He probably wouldn't be in my top 5. But this is Minnesota, which might be, in terms of like the school's notoriety or whatever, obviously not in wins and losses, but this might be the closest damn thing to the Arkansas version in the Big Ten.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
He won double-digit win season. He has finished with finishing in the top 10. I love that he's undefeated in postseason play at Minnesota. I mean, that how hard that is to do. He's 6-0 in postseason, winning the Quick Lane Bowl, the Outback Bowl, Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Pinstripe, Quick Lane, and Duke's Mayo. He got the Mayo dump.
Nice.
Finishing 8-5 last year, and right now they're 5-2, 3-1 in conference play.
Somebody pointed out in chat, what was Minnesota's record before he got there?
I don't actually know. If I remember, see, they beat us in a bowl game. If you guys remember, early 2000s. I remember being so pissed off. Yeah, because we felt like Arkansas should have won that game, and they lost that bowl game. But I don't know. But that was a long time ago. Fleck took over in 2017. I do vaguely remember that Minnesota's. It's not a program you go to. You're either going to be stuck there or you're going to get. You're probably going to get.
Yeah, canned. I was going to say I don't see any coach being super pumped about getting that job.
Yeah. Heartbreak Hog says, look at the years before he got there.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Someone want to pull that up? You can.
Nope, I'm good.
Whatever. I don't think anyone needs to be told. Like, Minnesota is not exactly like this crazy elite job. I mean, we get it, right? Yeah, 2002 Music City Bowl. There it is. Hog Blitz came through, and everyone thought. I think Arkansas was definitely the favorite in that. And Minnesota came in and won. Golly, my senior year in high school, man. That's nuts.
You guys don't think we're going to get to the point to where they're like, okay, let's find a coach who's probably miserable at where he works at, and maybe we can get him, right? God, I hope not, dude.
Well, again, we've talked about this every single time we've gone live since the firing of Pittman.
Since ever.
This is going to be the every week we're going to have some new coach. I thought this one was interesting. Because on some level, could I see this happening? Of all the names that have been mentioned, yeah, I absolutely could. Not that I say it's a great hire or even a good hire, but I could see this happening. Right. He's not been terrible at Minnesota. He's had one not so great year, which was his first year, where he finished 5-7. Year one, he went 5-7. What did Petrino do year one? Right, it was similar. I think it was 5-7. It was the same thing, right? Now I get it,
Bobby. Just keep Bobby.
You can't compare the Big Ten and the SEC, but year three he went 11-2, and then he had back-to-back 9-win seasons at 21 and 22, and that's post-COVID. I mean, that's impressive. So, I mean, I get the Fleck, I get the love, but at the same time, I just don't know. Sometimes you kind of wear out your welcome and lose your shine, and it kind of feels like that might be PJ Fleck. But he's off to a pretty good start, 5-2 with a 3-1 conference record right now. So
it'd be pretty cool if that would happen.
They're only favored in 2 more games for the rest of the season.
Minnesota is?
Yeah, according to the ESPN predictor. I know you can only count on that so much.
That thing hates Arkansas.
They're predicted to beat Michigan State, and they're predicted to beat Wisconsin. But they're projected to lose to Iowa, Oregon, and Northwestern.
Okay. Wow. Northwestern.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did beat Penn State. They're pretty big time this year.
That's the mark of a real
Northwestern
team.
Got a 58% predictor.
I had the worst tweet, by the way, whenever they brought up the Franklin thing.
Yeah.
I was like, Sam Pittman beat James Franklin, just saying, dude, I got dragged. Oh my God. I haven't been live very much since that happened, but
yeah,
good Lord, people were like, "Oh, cool, he beat Kiffin and Jimbo and blah 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 too." So since we're living in Fantasyland, I was like, "That's a super fair point, dude."
You're one of the rare people though who can like get corrected and just take it like, "Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're probably right." You know what I mean? Like, I know me and other people, a lot of people in Discord immediately just like get super defensive, and it's like, hey, listen, I got into it with Discord yesterday a little bit. I honestly was laughing at some of it, and then some of it was like, all right, we need to chill, like we need to stop calling people or saying that the things that people are saying is quote unquote retarded. Don't come at me, YouTube. But
cancel.
Like we need to probably chill. We need to chill with that, saying that the things that people are saying, even if that's not exactly what you meant, we need to chill with that. But, I said that I think Arkansas is, behind. Listen, it's everything that we said on Monday's show. It's everything that we said. Arkansas right now is definitely behind Auburn and Florida. And I also said that, Arkansas, the optics of Arkansas right now I mean, listen, you just fired your coach
Well,
a few games
historically,
into the season. I mean, what do
historically,
you think
has
the
Auburn
optics are?
done?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they
well,
won a
Auburn
national championship in this lifetime.
in the 21st century, right?
I mean, yeah.
And they recruit. Go look at the recruiting. It is typically around the top 10 of the country.
They're
and-
never really like ass.
Well, they always, even if they're like this year, they're really, really bad. And we're going to talk about Arkansas and Auburn here in a minute, how big of a must-win game this is for Petrino. But like, even though they're like not good, their offense is putrid. Their talent, like, there's no doubt they've got way more talent on really both sides of the ball. It's just that the scheming and the offense is just garbage. And there's some real conversation about whether or not they might play a different quarterback against Arkansas. We'll
Did
see.
you see who I put on the thumbnail? I put Deuce Knight on our thumbnail.
Yeah, you did. I saw that. Yeah, that was clever. I was going to say something like that's pretty clever
By design.
But yeah. So again, and I put Megan's post up here because she asked in Discord yesterday, why are Arkansas fans so down on Arkansas or whatever? And it's like, well, it's not saying that Arkansas is behind those schools, because I didn't get a chance to reply to her, and I've been meaning to. Saying that Arkansas is behind those schools, I'm not saying that Arkansas is a bad program. I'm not saying that it's a terrible program. I'm not just because I think that Penn State, Florida, and Auburn are ahead of you as programs in terms of optics does not mean that Arkansas is a bad school. Like, I think it's still one of the it probably, when the dust settles after all these schools, will probably when they fire their coaches, will be somewhere in the top 5, top 6 jobs available in the country. I realize that Hog fans get really bothered with that when I'm not saying, well, they're the second best job opening, because they're not. That's not.
You guys got to realize that they don't look. The world doesn't look at Arkansas like we do, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's,
okay. We are to the world as like Northwestern is to us, or like Virginia Tech. How many Virginia Tech games you watched this year? None. Right? Maybe one. In passing, when you're like, cool, there's nothing else on. Let me check this out. That's what we are to them. You know what I mean? To us, it's like we are here. This is the the end all be all on Saturday here.
Well, we don't have any other distractions here. Like you said, like, there's no NFL team here. There's no Major League Baseball. There's none of that. We don't have any other distractors, and so fans are even more. I mean, I've learned this over the years, all the hateful, angry comments and DMs I've had over the year for saying this exact thing, going all the way back to 2017. Like, it is the reality of the situation. Nothing, but this is the other thing too, though. Arkansas can absolutely change this. There's too much money around the program, at least in Northwest Arkansas.
Our facilities are crazy.
There's the typical, the old school pipelines, recruiting pipelines, and then not only that, think about how mid Pittman has been, and yet he's actually done an okay job when you look at transfer portal rankings. Imagine you get a guy in there that people are behind, and you got money behind that coach. And so, I think Arkansas can absolutely change those optics, where instead of us talking about them barely being just considering the pool of schools that are open right now and who we think is going to open, maybe in several years we'll be saying, well, no, actually Arkansas is probably top 3 among those schools instead of like outside the top 3. They're not that far behind. They're not.
You guys
They're
know
not that far behind
suck,
Auburn.
This weekend for the people who don't want Bobby at all.
Say what?
So you know what's going to suck this weekend for the Bobby haters?
What's that?
If we beat Auburn. You know why? Because you're going to open another job.
Yep.
You open another job.
You are.
You might as well. You just pencil them. You just put them a few more ticks up that thing.
That's fair.
Every job that opens, Bobby's looking a lot better, guys.
Yeah.
He's competent. Fair. He's been here. He wants to be here. He'll be reasonably priced. Well, dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see,
every job that opens.
I cannot believe I had to defend this in Discord, like, as if I'm defending. So someone, Mitchell, who's used to be Celtics for life in our Discord, now he's just Mitchell in our Discord. I like Mitchell. Okay, I like him. But he made a comment yesterday. He was like, because I had mentioned that I put a case for Bobby in our live, and he brought that up because I said Bobby's not my number one, and he and someone else had DM'd me later about this. Had said, well, you did a whole thing about how you wanted Petrino here or whatever. It's like, no. I made a case for Bobby Petrino at Arkansas.
Yeah.
No different than what I did with John Gruden. And I never had John Gruden as my number one. Hell, I've never had John Gruden in my top 5. Maybe I did for like a day, but I've changed my mind like everybody else, by the way. Everybody is guilty of changing their mind on every coach because as the season progresses, we see the losses start to pile up or they're not doing what we want them to do. And so you change your mind and you shift around. I guess what? All 3 of us up here on this live on your screen are also going to change our minds as the season goes on. But I never was all in on Gruden.
If Bobby loses out, nobody's going to talk. Nobody's going to say a damn word about him.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be like, nope, not that guy.
I don't know if that's true. Look, we're not losing because of the offense. That's the entire thing. We are not losing because of the offense. Yes, we lost because of some fumbles.
That's actually fair.
But as far as actual offensive production, we are not losing because of offensive production. And I maintain what I said on Monday night. If you hire someone other than Bobby, who are you going to get to replace 500 yards of offense and 38 points a game?
Yeah.
Say that again. What?
If you hire a different coach,
okay, so yeah,
go ahead. Sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
We all clarify our stance on this.
All of a sudden, you're not looking for a defensive person anymore. Now you're looking to replace both defense and offense, and you're looking at replacing the 4th best offense in the country. There's only 3 better. Who are you going to get for real?
Yeah. Well, again, I Bobby's not my number 1, so I'm going to make that again perfectly clear.
Same.
I still think it's going to end up being Bobby. There's all kinds of stuff going on now in our Patreon chat where another name I'm not going to mention here yet until we get some more solidified stuff. But there's an interesting name being thrown around and who's supporting him. It's in Tusk Talk Patreon. If you want to go find out who they're talking about, you sign up, $4 a month, man. And you can read all about it. But Megan says, yay, basketball. Okay. Well, Megan's moved on. Listen, we only bring up Bobby because it is a realistic possibility. I still think he's going to be the head coach, whether people like it or not. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just I'm the in-between guy here. I'm just the guy telling you what I think is going to happen. I don't want Bobby as my number 1. He's not my number 1. But if you swing and miss, as I've mentioned on the video that I made before the season, please go watch it. I mentioned that if you swing and miss, you better not wait around too long because Bobby could skip town. But it's not bad to have that in your back option if you just need a quote unquote bridge hire for 2-3 years. Maybe he can make a case and if he really wants the job, then he better win in those 2-3 years. I don't think, and I've heard this brought up, I don't know how you guys feel about this, hiring Petrino in an interim fashion for a season.
That's crazy.
I don't like that at all. Like, that's terrible.
Well, it's insulting to him.
Well, and not only that, who the hell is going to come here out of the portal or high school?
Yep.
Who's going to come here for that? And I've seen that. I've heard that floating around on I think it was the radio actually is where I heard that. Don't ask me which station. It might have been Eric G on 921. And I'm not saying he's the one that brought it up, but I heard it somewhere. Maybe a fan called in, but I heard that and I was like, dude, no way. No way in hell.
I do agree with John Oliver's comment right here.
Let me find
it. He said Bobby Petrino for 2 to 3 years. Then maybe Lashley will decide he's ready.
Actually,
I don't know if Lashley decides he's ready, but I have no problem with Bobby as an actual bridge. I know a lot of people said Sam was a bridge. If a bridge is built like this, like an arc, like the St. Louis Arc, then Sam was a bridge because we went from 2-10 to 2-10. Not the kind of bridge he was, but for real, Bobby Petrino could be a 2 to 3 year bridge.
But I think I'd rather them hire Bobby than like some random group of 5 guy. Dude, you either need an electric tie, you are blurry. You either need an electric hire, like someone that's gonna pump energy into the program, and it's gonna be you're good. And it's gonna be like crazy, you know what I mean? A big name, splashy name, and then oh man, we got this guy, or keep Bobby, dude.
But if Franklin is a realistic option, I don't know. I still think Dan Mullen, who was my favorite, and I still like
shit on us.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't even know who the hell really is my number 1 anymore. Like I just haven't.
It's because we're exhausted with this crap already.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it is fun to talk about, but
we're just not getting any new information, really. I guess.
Well,
so
everyone gets so bullish. Like, I mean, they're jumping people because they have a completely different opinion on who the coach should be or who they want as their number one. I say jumping. There, some of it's pretty honest, just critiquing, and that's fine. But like people get bullish on their pick. Well, no, this is the guy. Peck's been the name of the week so far. Peck, I mean, on Twitter and social media, Facebook, I've got family members that are like, yeah, no, it's going to be Peck. I've got a group chat where that's actually where it caught my attention. They were sending stuff about Peck, and I'm like, no way, dude.
Fleck,
bro.
What I say?
Peck.
Sorry, PJ. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, I'm medicated like a son of a bitch. I'm not.
It's working, bro.
I love it.
But yeah. Anyways, so I don't know if man, y'all threw me off too. Damn it. Where was I going?
Well, I was debating correcting you or saying every time you said it.
They there's no one that you can name that someone doesn't have a problem with.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no coach. You bring up PJ Fleck, we can shred him. It's the Big Ten, and he played a weak schedule this year and that year. Franklin, his record versus top 25. Yep. Dan Mullen, his record versus top 25, and so what? He's at like every single coach, man, and that's part of the reason why this conversation it starts to just suck. And this is what I said when we fired Pittman. I knew this shit was going to happen. I've been around too damn long doing this on social. Either covering it here or with another show that I helped build. Having to go through this coaching change shit sucks. It's exciting because it's a fun conversation, but then it's like, and you're gonna get torn apart no matter what name you bring up. So that's why I'm at the point now where I'm like, let's just see we're gonna have to take this one day at a time. Yeah, it's gonna be brutal, but we're gonna have to take it one freaking day at a time. And and also I stand by. You may not like, I don't know, hell, maybe we don't like PJ Fleck. But then we start to do a little bit of digging. Let's say he gets hired. He's the guy. We start doing a little digging. And we find out that son of a bitch, this guy overachieved at Minnesota. Holy crap. And did this and that. Now we're hearing that there's boosters that are fully behind him. And then all of a sudden what happens? You're talked into him.
Yeah, I'll say, we'll talk ourselves into whoever.
Any coach that gets hired. We did it with Sam. Hell, we did it with Chad Morris. I mean, there were certain, and I did
definitely
too.
Did that.
So, and I would say we talked ourselves into Brett Bielema, but that was an easy pull because for fans, because my God, 3 straight Rose Bowls, right?
Yeah, he had a good resume when we got him.
Yeah, but he also had a reputation for very boring offense and all that. The same skepticism. That's when the RPO was really making its way through college football. And he's going to run the offset I formation and hand the ball off 50 times a game. And there were people that weren't happy about it, but most people were excited about the hire. You didn't have to talk yourself into that. I'll tell you something else. We talked ourselves into John L. Smith. I remember.
I never did.
I didn't.
I never did.
I remember reading it for a year. Listen, I can tell you what was said. I remember reading the message boards about his experience as a head coach, working with Bobby, being a special teams coach, being around the program, knowing and understanding the offense, bringing in Paul Petrino. Paul Petrino can run the offense. And I say John L. Smith, I mean the year really is what I mean, like with how everything went down. We talk ourselves into every damn thing. And maybe you guys didn't, but I guarantee you were the minority that year.
I can tell you exactly my thoughts were this guy's an idiot. Lucky we have Paul Petrino, so the offense shouldn't change much. That was my thought process on the whole thing. John Smith is an idiot, but lucky we have Paul.
Paul just liked to throw the ball. Oh my God.
I was rooting for them that year for a while until the Rutgers game, and I gave up.
Well, you didn't give up after Monroe? You didn't give up after UL Monroe?
I think I hung in there for a little bit, but I was living in Florida at the time, and I was like, you know what? Oh, these Florida teams can't be too bad. Florida State's pretty good this year. They won the Natty. I had a good year that year.
Well, and
they beat Auburn, ironically.
I remember the call-ins on the radio show. I remember what social media was like. Yeah, I mean, there were definitely people that were not happy about John L. But everyone I worked with at Sam's Club at the time, the most diehard Hog fans, like, no, this is going to work. This is going to work. We got Paul. John L is a former head coach. I mean, he's very well respected. Like, this is going to work. And it fell apart so fast.
Where the hell did he even come from? Did they like call him and they're like, hey, man?
Well, he was already a special teams coach.
Okay.
He was already on staff. He had coached with Bobby before. There was a connection there. And that was part of the reason why people tried to.
Supposedly the players asked for him too.
They did. The players did ask for him. That is correct.
Good decision, guys.
Yeah.
That's why you don't trust players to make coaching decisions.
Exactly. It's 80%. Let's see. It's 80% Bobby's to lose. We could do much worse. This is a terrible year for hiring a head coach. All the new hires will be overpaid due to the amount of vacancies.
That's probably true. Gonna be a lot of $10 million coaches that are worth $6 million.
You're getting asked a question here. Hey, Tim, do you believe that the reason we are wait, what did he say? Why are you?
He's trashing you.
Is he trashing me or you or Tim?
You.
Oh, hey Tim, do you believe the reason we were losing games is bad defense?
Less about bad defense and more about
yeah.
No, the
clutch gene conversation happened Monday night with Ty. I didn't actually bring that up. Ty did. I do think to a degree that it's true that Taylen struggles in the clutch. I think that's obvious. But it comes down to, I didn't argue with you Monday.
No, not you. It's this guy. Paddle was in my comments after that video, and he was so bothered by that. He was triggered.
Well, but
I think triggered by it.
I think the problem is it shouldn't come down to clutch in most of these games. Like Memphis should have never come down to being a clutch moment. The defense is so bad that game was close. Ole Miss, after watching the game, shouldn't have come down to a clutch moment. The defense was so bad that it was closer than it should have been. That's the problem here, is it's not really about Taylen's clutch gene so much as the defense doesn't put us in a position to not have to need it.
Yep.
And they put an incredible amount of pressure on Taylen.
Even Jordan, even Michael Jordan, as clutch as he was, missed more shots than he made from a clutch standpoint. And he would tell you the reason he was so good is I failed so many times. I mean, there's so many posters about that. But he's known for clutch for the times that he did succeed. But we put Taylen in clutch every game, and that's ridiculous. You can't
possession.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
That's said every book fair poster ever.
Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott. So I'm just saying.
I thought Michael Jordan said that for years.
Taylen misses 78% of the passes during clutch time. So.
I mean, he's not. I'm sorry, and that bothered. Listen, that bothered that dude. Paddlefish was in my comments after that, really triggered by it. It's like, dude, I don't know. Like, I'm not trashing Taylen. I'm not trashing him. I think, and John Oliver says people talking shit about TG. He's on pace to have the best year for Arkansas. Yeah, no, we literally talked about that on Monday. Like, I'm pretty sure you could argue I was glazing Taylen Green. All I said was the dude doesn't have the clutch gene. That's fine. You know what? Some NFL teams, if he gets drafted, may not give a flying shit about that. They may just want a guy that puts it together.
Hey, pull up.
Piggyback off John Oliver, though. To piggyback off that comment, the only way that Taylen Green is having that season is under Bobby Petrino's offense. So again, you want to dump Bobby Petrino, who's about to give you the best quarterback season in the history of the program. Let's dump him and go get another coach.
Because even these plays where we don't convert, there's guys running ass naked open. You know what I mean?
But I mean, here's okay. I'll defend Taylen with that though. Like, man, that's every quarterback. Yeah. Every quarterback misses open guys. I mean, even in the NFL, I've seen Mahomes watching the receiver out of the slot run right open, and Mahomes is too busy trying to dance and wiggle and make plays with his feet while trying to look for the dump down throw or the dump off. Matthew Stafford, who's got the infamous no look throw, which is incredible. I'm a little biased here for sure, but like even he misses. Listen, I watch Rams, okay, when they're on TV, or if I've got to if I've got to figure out how to watch Rams, I'll watch them. And guess what? Stafford misses open guys. It happens, but like Tim was saying, and what the point that I was trying to make on Monday, when you really need him to come through and the pressure's on, Mac said it. I had it up right here on the screen just a second ago. And of course I can't find it, but he, when you really need him to come through, he's going to either turn the ball over or in those clutch moments, right? He just tends to fold sometimes, not every time. And I think he's going to have a moment where we need him to come through clutch to win a game. And I think he is absolutely capable of doing it once or twice, but I wouldn't see him making a habit of it because he just, what is he lacking? The clutch gene. I'm just saying. How dare you mention the GOAT Jordan Razorback football? Blasphemy.
I was just making a comparison.
I watched a funny video today about Jordan on Twitter. He was saying he hadn't picked up a ball in 30 years, and he was renting a house, and some kid was like, shoot a free throw, and he's like, and he's like said he's the most nervous he'd been in forever that he was gonna miss that free throw.
Yeah.
I actually, what's funny is I actually was in a gym. I guess it's been a few years now. I was in a gym with Ron Brewer, and he was in full suit and tie. And these kids asked him to take some shots. He started shooting threes, and he knocked down probably 7 in a row in the gym in full suit and tie. I was like, good Lord, that's the difference right there. When you're a former pro, because you can still do it when you're.
Yeah. TG will get drafted 5th or 6th round. I don't know. I think that's possible.
Yeah.
There are some people. There's a guy on Southeastern 16. Oh man, I don't know. I forget the guy's name, but they did the prediction for Arkansas and Auburn on Monday, and he straight up. Maybe I should go back and listen to it again. But he called him
Jaden Daniels.
Well, no, he called him the 1st round draft pick quarterback, Taylen Green.
I heard somebody basically talking about him like he was a Temu Jaden Daniels.
If he just held on to the damn ball, man, just stop.
He's just trying to make stuff happen too much because he has
too much. Yeah.
Well, I went back and watched him run too. With he was running in the A&M game, and he doesn't even have the ball like tucked to his arm.
Yeah,
the ball is being held out there. It's worse than what they used to say about Matt Jones carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Oh yeah.
He's more like carrying it like a dodgeball that he's about to throw at somebody. I mean, it's bad.
And that's cool if it works, but when the second it doesn't, you're an idiot. Yeah.
So let's wrap up let's wrap up PJ Fleck really quick. Okay, we have to do this with every single name. And no, I'm not going to put in some argument for him because I still need like a day's worth of research to like really go in on the guy. But what would you consider that higher? PJ Fleck. What would you consider that, like a A-, A+, B+? How would you grade that higher? And by the way, we'll just
D+.
I guess we can make that the post live question about PJ Fleck. I guess we're going to do it again. We're going to make that, just give us a grade on PJ Fleck.
I'll give that a solid C- because I feel like if they get to someone like that, they've missed on 5 or 6 guys.
Well, they should have just hired Bobby at that point.
I'd be pissed if they hired him and then didn't hire Bobby at that point.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing, bro? He wants to be here. He's clearly not just here for a check. He's been making $1 million a year. The guy wants to be here. He feels like he owes us. The law of reciprocity is real, guys.
You better watch it. I think he seems, again, I don't know a ton. Yes, he's got a Fayetteville High quarterback. He's got someone from the Lindsay dynasty. He's got one of the Lindsay boys playing out there over there.
He'll bring him back.
He'll bring back Lindsay and he'll change everything.
Who the hell cares?
Exactly.
It could be a decent long-term hire. I don't know that I'd see. He definitely doesn't strike me as a job hunter. I mean, he was at Western Michigan for like 4 years, despite having, back-to-back really good seasons there with a 30 and 22. Not that 30-22 is great, but, he did finish his last year there at 13-1 and did hop, but he's been at Minnesota since 2017 and he is winning. He's got he's 500 overall in conference play. We would love to be that. And so I don't know, maybe a B-, C+ kind of higher somewhere in there if Arkansas could get
I could probably talk myself into it, but I don't think I'd be happy about it initially. That when you see that name and you're like, because when I'm gonna tell you, when I saw that name, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Crazy coming from somebody like in the position our program's in, but that just was my initial reaction.
Kick says B+. Mr. Kick says, again, that is the post live comment question, guys.
Maybe talking to my ignorance also right now about that guy.
Well, I think we all are, because I think most of us are like, it's funny. He did something with Bo Mattingly a little while back. They did some I don't know. He went up there and he did a video shoot or something with PJ Fleck. He looks like Bo Mattingly.
Yeah,
at least in the pictures that I've
like
seen.
a jacked up Bo Mattingly.
That's another strike against him right there.
He's 44 years old, so he is younger. For the folks that are worried about that, he did play in the NFL. The strike against him is that he played for the Niners. I'm out.
You know what we're doing with him though, right? With PJ Fleck, with logo. It's like logo watching.
It is. It's
like
week to week watching too. It's for sure.
Well, it's just because we know nothing about him, so we're like, nah, that wouldn't be awesome. And you just keep moving on with your life.
Kicks, I'm not going to answer that question because we keep that in Patreon. We'll keep that conversation in Patreon. Kapetsky says Summerall is an A+. An A+.
I don't know enough about Summerall either. I think Summerall's gonna go to Florida.
You think Florida would do that again?
I don't know. After I said that, I was like, maybe. Dude, what if they strike out on Franklin though? What if Franklin's like, no?
No, they're going for Kiffin.
Yeah, they're going for Kiffin.
I don't think Kiffin's leaving Ole Miss, dude.
Oh, God,
he's got the Grove. He's making plenty of money. He's the king of that place. Why would you leave? He's got that team like respectable.
Yeah, but then
where every time we got to play them, I'm like, oh crap, we got to play Ole Miss.
But if you win at a place like Florida, like Ole Miss, I kind of feel like maybe I'm wrong this year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the year they advance into the playoffs. They actually they make their mark in postseason play. I'm not saying they're going to win at all. I definitely don't think they're that good. But again, maybe I'm wrong. And this is the year, right? But it feels like he has hit his ceiling. But the fact that the playoffs expanded, now he can move into the playoffs at a place like Ole Miss. However, at Florida, you feel like all that's amplified.
Yeah, I feel like the pressure would certainly be amplified. And I don't know. With them having, dude, they're one of the highest spending NIL teams out there, right?
Yeah.
So who's to say he wouldn't have the exact same team in Florida that he has? Are the Florida boosters nuts like Georgia boosters, I guess?
I think it comes down to Florida's a better job.
I mean, Florida's certainly a better place to live in than Mississippi.
I have heard that Oxford, that the campus is actually pretty cool. But once you leave the campus, it's a shit show. You can't say that about Fayetteville. Like, you just can't. Like, Fayetteville, outside the campus, of course, the campus is taking up quite a bit of Fayetteville, but like there's like maybe the further south Fayetteville you go, kind of where I was raised, over off Cato Springs and down there by Seven Hills and all that, where the homeless people are. Yeah, it can get a little rough down there. It used to be a lot worse down by Walker Park in Fayetteville, but like it's still like you go anywhere else in Fayetteville, it's I don't know.
There's a gas station in Fayetteville where I've been through a few times, and I'm like, it's getting borderline sketchy down here.
Well, which one? Which one is it? The one?
I don't remember. It's some Exxon down there by Drake Field, I think. Maybe it's by Drake Field, maybe not. I can't remember. I haven't been down there in a while.
Well, that's where a big blue building there right next to Drake Field's where my dad worked for like 30 years. It used to be called Kearney. Then it was Kearney Cooper.
Hey, look at Hogblitz said something intriguing. You think Ed O would work for Bobby? Yes.
Yeah, put him on the defensive line.
Line or DC? The guy's won a natty.
He actually said in a quote, he could be a head coach or he could be a defensive line coach.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the quote.
He must just be ready to get back in.
Yeah, he's got Chief vibes to him a little bit.
Fair.
I know
Did Chief ever win a natty though?
Well, no. Chief was only ever. So I'd take him as a defensive line. I don't know about a defensive coordinator, man.
I don't know if has he ever been a DC?
Well, yeah, that was his background. I
didn't know.
I'm pretty sure, right? Wasn't he at
He was the head coach of Ole Miss for a while. I know that.
Well, yeah.
Didn't do too great over there.
Just watch the Brett Schaefer video. That's old as hell. I remember cracking up. He was the he's got an NFL background. I know that. And he was
football.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. He was the defense coordinator at USC. And then he was the interim. Oh my God, I forgot about that. He was the interim.
He'd be a great D-line coach. He's like a Cajun Boomhauer, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened with him. He was at LSU.
He has one of my favorite coaching quotes of all time. Whenever he said whenever LSU fired him, they said well, you fire coach and you're gonna get like it was like $20 million. He's like, well, which door you want me to go out?
Have you heard him talk on Chuck and Bo in the morning?
Yeah,
Have you
dude's
heard him
funny,
talk
man.
when he talks about scoping out the talent?
Dude's funny, bro.
He's not talking about football talent,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. He's talking about the
he seems like he'd be
female
fun to get
talent.
drunk with.
Oh, dude,
You know,
it'd be wild for sure. I wasn't triggered. I had a disagreement and wanted to challenge your ideas. Okay, fair enough.
that's true.
Fair enough. White flag, you win. Arkansas and Auburn, boys. Again, this is a must-win game for Petrino.
I think so.
For the he must win he's got to win a game. This has got to be one of those games because I don't know outside of this and Mississippi State, I don't know how many are winnable. I really don't. Considering how atrocious that defense is, this has got to be it. Like I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. Like it feels like if he does lose this, all this talk that we've had, me over here saying like, oh, he's the guy, that probably gets thrown out the window again if he loses to Auburn. Like Hugh Freeze, this is the battle of a guy fighting for the job and a guy fighting to keep his job. And then it's also the battle of the two worst freaking, like Auburn's offense is horrible. It is so bad. Their defense is somehow better than what they were a year ago. And I think that's statistically everywhere. Like they're flying to the ball, man. Their defense is going to they're going to contain Green. It's going to be about Arkansas's running backs and getting into those third and long situations, which Taylen has been an operator on, man. On third and long, he's been the dude, but that could slow down against a team like Auburn. They've got a lot of talent, a lot of speed, a lot of strength in their front six, front seven. I don't know. It's legit, dude. I mean, I know like they are suffering because their defense is on the damn field for so long. If their offense could ever sustain a drive, if they could ever make big plays when it matters, if they could ever score, take the pressure off this defense, oh my God, Auburn would be legit. Like that's how highly I think of their defense. However, they could get gassed. I mean, and then all of a sudden you're moving the ball a little bit easier on them because they're on the field so damn much. But
yeah,
that's assuming Arkansas's defense can win those battles, right? Can put Auburn in those situations, and I'm not. After a second look, I'm not sold that that's the case. What do you guys?
Oh, wow. Breaking news.
What?
Cam Ball is out against Auburn.
Really?
That sucks.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's real bad. Yeesh.
Well,
Cam Ball's playing like 60 snaps a game or something crazy, man.
It's a lot. Yeah,
Dude.
Cam Ball's playing a lot.
Who the hell are they going to have play?
Wow.
Well, at least our defense was already not awesome, but this is going to be way worse. Jackson Arnold's about to win the Heisman this weekend.
Whoever, their running back.
Seen that guy, Jackson
Don't give him
Arnold?
that much credit. Don't give
Pull
him
up
that
that
much
beautiful
credit.
bean footage of that Arkansas game.
Wow. Yeah, they're going to have to move Blackstock. Yeah.
I'll move Blackstock over there, and he's going to have to actually do it.
Was David Oakey on the injury list still? What's going on?
Oakey wasn't playing. I didn't know Cam Ball wasn't playing. That sucks.
Well, David Oakey, so he didn't. I don't think he played last week.
I think he did. Saheeli's going to play. Saheeli, I think it's probable. This is on the injury report. That's not awesome.
Okay, so here's something, and I forgot all about this. Kevin Otis, the former 4-star defensive lineman, true freshman, did play last week. He got 8 snaps in. So he's definitely going to be called up. Cam Ball last week played 59 of the, I think it was 67 total snaps the defense played, I think. He played 59 of them. And guys.
Platt is probable also.
Who?
Platt.
Yeah. I think, Platt, I think we knew was a little dinged up. Wow. Ian Jaffrard. Caleb James got some snaps, not an SEC defensive lineman, but by God, he was giving his all in those 7 snaps that he played. Yeah, that's a problem, boys.
That's not awesome. Yeah, not happy about that. That's gonna hurt, dude.
Well, that just took a little wind out of our sails, didn't it?
It did, man. I'm like, okay. Well, he was like the best thing we had going. I mean, him and Julian Neal, maybe.
Who, Cam Ball?
Cam Ball and Julian Neal were like, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, he hasn't been getting through. I'm just saying, but you're talking about smaller, probably freshmen or younger players now.
Well, I mean, he's gotten the most snaps, right? And so that's a big deal.
Either that or he's been playing hurt, and that's been maybe a problem also.
He had a couple of hurries last week. But other than that, of course, Arkansas got 0 sacks. They haven't had a sack since we went over this on Monday. I think it was I don't remember. I think it was Memphis the last time this team had a sack or something. I mean,
it was sacks or if that was turnover. We hadn't had a turnover since.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Bobby don't win this game. What the hell game's he gonna win?
Well, that's what I was saying a minute ago.
Mississippi State's offense ain't nothing to play with.
Blake Shapen's a little
against our defense, dude.
I mean, fair, but like, I don't know. Like, they should be like, listen, they're favored against Auburn, like I said they would be, and that flipped.
That was interesting.
Although I think that might change because this is a pretty detrimental loss here to the defensive line, to the defense.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, that might change. I don't know. Does this change your?
Changes my perspective.
Yeah. I
felt like I didn't feel great about winning it. Now I feel terrible about it.
Well, here's the thing: if we were getting a lot of quarterback pressure and getting sacks, and Cam Ball was a big part of that, then I would be agreeing with you right now. I would be like, yeah, I mean, we're losing our main pressure guy, but our defensive line really, other than Rhodes, hasn't performed up to the way that I think we expected it would. So losing Cam Ball sucks. But I don't feel like it's such a loss that, you know, this defense that sucks anyway is gonna suck so much worse.
I mean, that's fair. It's fair, but like he has like there's no other player on the defensive line that's getting those kind of snaps, and that's for a reason. So they're being down the guy that's taking up so many of the snaps. My God, people are messaging me on Facebook, and it's so loud.
Oh, I can imagine.
That's so loud. I got to close all these out.
I mean, it's gonna have to be a shootout for us anyway.
It was, and again, neither one of us are saying that. Oh, well, now it's definitely over, right? Because like Tim pointed out, like this defense, it is booty cheeks.
We're just a hair worse off than we were.
I just think I mean, really on this game, it was coming down to the offense the entire time. We talked about this on Monday, Ty.
Yeah,
I know we've said every time we've played somebody, we've been like, well, their defense is crap. But at the end of the day, it could partly be that the defenses are a little overrated, or it could be that our offense really is just that much improved and that good. And I really do believe that the offense is that good to a degree. I think we'll get close to 500 yards against Auburn again, just like we've done Texas A&M and Tennessee. And, you know, these defenses were supposed to be good, elite. People were saying Texas A&M's defense is elite. And I know you pointed out, really, it's one guy doing a lot of damage. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we still put up 500 yards and we doubled up the scoring that they were giving up. So I think the same thing with Auburn. Maybe their defense is elite, but maybe our offense is also elite to the point that we can make them look just as silly as we've done everybody else.
Auburn. I was going to say.
Go for it.
I was going to say Auburn is 10th right now in the country in yards per game against the rush. They only give up 87 yards a game.
Okay, so you answered the question I was asking.
Oh, wow. You know, me and my crystal ball.
You're brilliant, bro.
I'm brilliant. Yeah.
Hey, you missed a super chat, by the way, Mr. Kicks.
Oh, my bad.
It was a little bit back there. Mr. Kicks said, Ty, Muschamp or Ed O for DC? Muschamp.
Oh, man.
Could you imagine Muschamp and Bobby P? Holy crap.
I would definitely I'd take Muschamp over it. Like Eddie O, man, could recruit, and you know, if he had the kind of support, I think he could do better in terms of getting talent here than Muschamp. But
what if we go real star and get Muschamp as DC and Ed O as the D line?
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. But Ed O he strikes me as a gimmick kind of hire, and I don't know that he would stick it out for more than a year or two. I don't know. It's one of those things where like he's
I'm going back to look at the boobies.
And that's what I mean. Like he's more like an attraction than a guy that would take the job serious. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But between those two, I would go Muschamp. And I'm not saying, that's who I want as a defense coordinator. I can already hear it now. Like, Ty, you said you wanted him as Muschamp as a defense coordinator. What are you talking about?
I heard it.
No, you just said because Gruden wouldn't be a gimmick.
Yeah, well,
it would be terrible.
I definitely said Gruden was a gimmick.
I wouldn't
gimmick
Gruden
hire.
at all.
No, Gruden. Again, I'm going to make a case. You name a coach you want me to make a case for, I'm going to make a case for him. I mean, my God, I worked in marketing. That's my job. I had to make a case for certain product to these business members in NWA. I will make a case for any coach. That doesn't mean, Tusk Talk Discord, if you're listening to me, doesn't mean that that's my number one guy. I'm going to make a case for anybody. Okay, well, here's the pros and the cons. And the same thing with Gruden. And yeah, again, I don't know if that's like a shot at us or me, but I've never said I wanted.
We're just gonna go 3-3-4 or 3-3-5 this whole game or something.
I don't know, man. Ian Jaffard's gonna have a ton of snaps. That poor guy's gonna be begging for oxygen.
I think Blackstock's gonna be out there.
Well, yeah,
they've been paying him. You might as well use them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they again, Auburn, I was looking at their defensive stats. They are like, if you look at their actual numbers on defense, they don't shine. Like their total defense, I don't think is super great.
Who are we talking about?
Auburn.
Oh, okay.
Yards, just total defense, yards per game. Because
I really do think Washington's going to put that rush defense to the test.
I think they will.
Our O-line is really like underratedly good.
Well, it's a mixed bag. Well, because I mean, Green. I went over this Monday.
Third quarter.
Green's protection. I mean, he was pressured like 49% of his dropbacks, and again, that was mostly one guy for A&M, but that number has been kind of dipping since those first 2-3 games of the season. It's a little bit all over the place, but it's not on an upward trajectory. Is the point that I make? But it has been. Yeah. I agree. It has been pretty damn good. Just there's some games in there that you mix into the bowl that are like, damn, actually the O-line struggled quite a bit.
Well, also we were talking about and I hate that I keep calling him the Georgia Tech guy, but I can't remember what's his damn name.
Key, right?
No, not the coach, the transfer from there.
Oh, Robinson.
Yeah. Robinson had a terrible game last week.
Yeah, he gave up a lot of pressure.
So it's like some weeks they're better than others, obviously, but
yeah. But Auburn's defense is one of those, like, if you let them settle in and get into the backfield and make plays, it's gonna be a long day. They don't give up a ton of points, but I think they do. Like, there are some weaknesses with this defense. I don't want to say they're elite. I think they're capable. They're definitely a capable defense if their offense can sustain drives. And Mr. Kicks in chat said something about, you're talking about our defense, blah, blah, blah. Listen, all I'm saying is that Auburn as a football team hasn't really had success on offense, and it's put their defense in some pretty rough situations where they're on the field so much. And then they stack up, numbers and stats get padded, but there are some chinks in the armor for Auburn. And if Arkansas can wear them out, I kind of wonder if they don't play a whole lot more. I say a whole lot more if they don't play more up tempo on offense.
Damn,
just
dude.
to kind of get.
The most amount of points Auburn's given up this year is 24.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
That's what I was saying, man. I mean, they're
crap.
I mean,
go ahead and say that they're crap now.
You what?
What now?
I said, go ahead and say that they're crap now, so that we can go out there and put up all the yards we're going to put up on them.
Oh,
yeah, I hope so.
Well, maybe. I still think Arkansas. I agree. I think Arkansas will have success on Auburn's defense. I don't know that if they're going to break that 500-yard amount or not. I'm not. I mean, they've really, again, Tim and I touched on this Monday. Like, damn, this offense is good. I mean, this Petrino offense is really impressive. How much of that is because they've played just kind of vanilla defenses so far? Okay, fair enough. right? They didn't show up against Notre Dame's defense, who's been a big question mark this year, especially in the secondary. At the time, one of the worst secondaries in the country coming into Fayetteville in terms of I think it was yards per game divided by the amount of games that they had played. Their secondary was cheeks, and Arkansas could not move the ball against them. And but I think we all agree it's because Arkansas, that team, let go of the rope and stopped playing for Pittman. I don't think I see that happening with Petrino. I mean, I guess anything's possible, but yeah, I think Arkansas can move the ball. I want scores, fellas. I want tell me the score. Tell me what you think is going to happen here. We can start with who wants to go first, Tim?
Go ahead, Charles.
I'm still thinking.
Yeah,
I'm changing. A lot of mind changing has been happening since I've been sitting here. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah,
I do think we'll get this one somehow. But you know me, Mr. Optimism, right? I'm an idiot. So
no, listen, I'm with you. I think we're gonna win. I think it'll be close, but this might be our flip-flop of a one-score game. This might be our 38-35 game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think we're gonna put more points and yards on them than anybody has all season. I really believe our offense is that good. We're going to put more points and yards on them than anybody has all season. It's going to come down to the wire, and we're going to pull out our first, one-score victory
under Petrino. Would that lock him up, this win?
No. He's got to beat Mississippi State too.
I'm telling you, man. Remember, I told you 4 earlier in the year, or 5. I don't remember what I told you.
And
when it all started, I was thinking like 4 or 5 wins he needed. I think he needs this week, next week, and
Texas, maybe
a Texas or an LSU, and then probably a Mizzou, or at least 3 wins. I mean, gets us to 5 and 7, right?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. There are 4 winnable games. I'm not saying we're going to. I don't want to be quoted as Tim said. We're going to win 4 games.
Yeah,
we're not. But there are 4 winnable games, and I'm not sure about LSU. That's the one I'm not sure about. But Auburn is winnable. Texas is winnable. Mizzou is winnable. Mississippi State is winnable. All 4 of those. Could we go bowling? Yeah, we could. Will we? No. But we should beat Auburn. We should beat Mississippi State. And then the other 2 games besides LSU are definitely winnable.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a 31-28-ish, 31-28 win.
31-28.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, there is something that, and I said there's chinks in their armor, and I was looking at this yesterday. Their secondary is pretty bad. They're giving up about 230 yards a game, 7 yards per completion, 6 total passing touchdowns, which isn't terrible, but it's not great.
So we're basically gonna have to pass all over them.
Well, I mean, with Green, who knows, right? Like Green, maybe you can open up the run, because then they're going to play containment. They're going to spy Green. They're going to do like every defense from here on out. And if there's a defense capable of slowing him down, containing Green, it's absolutely Auburn.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem. So yeah, you might force Green to have to just beat you with his arm, and I think he's capable. I mean, with Blake, with Jones at tight end, the options they have at wide receiver, while not great, not all SEC, they've got some guys that can make some plays. This is again, it's so freaking tough because, my God, Arkansas's defense is so bad. They are going to make Auburn's offense look like what Auburn fans thought they were going to get at the beginning of the season. Like, they're going to make Auburn fans hopeful with their offense. But yeah, I mean, this is really the tale of 2 coaches chasing different paths here with the same path, really. One trying to keep his job, the other one trying to get the job. So unfortunately, their offense is also just terrible, but that may not matter. Auburn does have more talent than Arkansas, but again, it's about the unit, it's about the product, overall product on the field. I think Arkansas is better. I think Arkansas is a better team. They're at home. Fans are going to show out, despite, once again, we're going to have shitty weather, because of course we are. But I
we
think
might need that.
Yeah, but I think Arkansas is in position here to force Hugh Freeze out, for Auburn to have to make a choice. I think
the Auburn fans would throw a party if we win.
Well, they might see this as us doing them a favor.
Another thing that we haven't even talked about is could this be the game that Auburn lets go of the rope?
Wait, say that again?
I said, could this be the game that Auburn lets go of the rope?
Could this be Auburn's Notre Dame?
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're Notre Dame game to where they're like, screw this, get this guy out of here.
Yeah,
Our team did it, and it worked.
That's fair. It could be if that happens. Arkansas is absolutely capable of making this ugly.
We just got skull drugged by Notre Dame, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we should get rid of Pittman.
I don't know what happened. I felt like going into that game, like from the first quarter, it just did not look like the
I
team.
was so pissed off watching the game.
It was so bad. Mr. Kicks is tie. I think a win and show. Oh, say a tie. I think a win and show that we are improving.
Keep Bobby around. You asked.
Oh,
he needs a win real bad.
Yeah,
because like this, here's the thing: is since Bielema, the fans have. It's been like one running record.
Yeah, right.
It's like we lost those 20 SEC games in a row. Fans never forgot that. And then Pittman came in and they're like, oh, okay, well, he's doing a little bit better. Well, then Pittman started losing. Now it's the 1-score game thing. Then they're carrying it over to Bobby, and Bobby's paying for, you know what I mean? The public view of what Pittman's been doing. So it's like,
John Oliver says a win would be huge for this team mentally. Yeah, I think a lot of win could do for them beating.
Because otherwise we might be letting go of the rope again. They've already done it once.
This could also be the game, I think, that could also disqualify Petrino too.
Yeah, I agree.
Because and I think we kind of touched on that earlier, but if they do get blown out by a shitty Auburn football team,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Like I don't know how forgivable that is. Then you are going to have to get some upsets. You're going to have to. I'm not saying. Well, at least get Mizzou in Texas and Mississippi State, right?
Yeah.
Damn near win out. Yeah. You cannot get embarrassed by Auburn. You can't do it. But
yeah.
So all right, I got the Razorbacks. I think you two do as well, despite the Cam Ball news.
Yeah. It's still like, I don't know. The sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. You know what I mean? So
rain or storms. It's just rain right now, Kopesky. 85%. Now, this is according to Apple weather. I mean, it's just the most convenient. So I'll pull it up here. 85% on Friday, and it looks like it carries through the rest of the weekend. 75% on Saturday. Temperature is going to be lovely.
As much concern is the temperature, though. That 58's nice until you get wet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Or if you get like a breeze while you're wet,
Yeah. Even playing in 58, it still hurts getting thumped, man.
It's still cold. Not to make a Sam Pittman type of excuse, like, the weather was, too hot. Too cold.
The weather outside was frightful.
I didn't know what to do.
I don't know what to do, guys. The weather was hotter than what we practiced in.
He'll shit on that poor guy. He's on.
I know. I
don't care, man.
I know he's like a millionaire. We're not. Damn,
he's doing fine.
But dude, like, I know that dude wanted to win for Arkansas so bad, and I would still, Pittman. I know you're not watching this, but by God, I would still love to sit down and have a beer with you. Like I would. Like, yeah, it didn't work out here. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, I've had people in my Discord talking about beating up Chad Morris because he didn't work out here. He took the money and ran. If I ever see him, I'm gonna beat him up. Okay,
really?
What?
What happens? Look at Bentonville Kennedy Coffee for what happens when you meet people on the street.
Yeah, that was crazy. I heard about that.
I guess I don't know what that's about.
Two guys got road rage, pulled over in the parking lot. One jumped out of the car and the other one shot him.
Well, that's different. I thought you were talking about like a high school coach or something.
No, just saying he jumped out to fight him. He's going to beat him up.
It's the coffee shop, right? That used to be a Mexican restaurant. My wife used to eat there when she went to school at NWAC. Yeah, that was crazy, man. But yeah, no, I'm not that kind of guy. I would still sit down and have a beer with Pittman. Like, man, it didn't work out. That sucks. Hey,
I feel like Pittman don't just have a beer. I feel like he gets trash drunk.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Brett Bielema, yes. Bielema, hell, he's probably hammered.
Dixon Street, bro.
Bielema is hammered right now. I mean, who we can? Yeah. He's probably hammered, But
he's got a little like Adam said, like Happy Gilmore too. He's got like whiskey in his whistle.
Maybe. And listen, hey, he's a grown ass man. As long as he drinks responsibly, I'm not judging him. Like, but yeah, he certainly, there was some, rumors, and not all rumors are true. But
on the thing about coaches, though, I am only blocked by one person that's ever coached Arkansas, and it is Chad Morris.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Did you go on a rant? Did you take
I guess.
Twitter?
I think I just tagged him over and over, like how terrible he was. And
I
woke up one day and I was like, oh, the son of a bitch blocked me. Like,
I've never understood. Well, I'm sure when Twitter was first kind of coming around, I'm sure I raged at some players. I got into a heated argument with former Ram wide receiver Torrey Holt. Why he was responding to me, I don't know. This was when the Rams moved back to LA. I was fuming mad, and I took to Twitter, and he was defending the decision. And I got into it with Torrey Holt. And I'm sitting here going, dude, I idolize this guy as a kid. Him and Bruce, man, and Ricky Kroll. So, and I'm sitting here going, all right, I got to take a step back. Like, I idolize this guy, but yeah.
My buddy Ed got into it with some of Mike Anderson's players. And he was like, he's like, man, Mike Anderson needs to get out of here. And one of the players was on there defending him. And then Ed commented back, he's like, you can kick rocks too, hairball.
Nice. You ain't no Arkansas fan if you don't want to whoop Chad Moores.
What?
God.
I feel like that guy lives in Gravette.
Or Wesley, Arkansas, or something.
He from Birdtown, baby.
Good Lord. Gotta fight him. I've just never. I don't know, man. I guess you got to punch me in the face for me to want to hit you. I don't know.
I'm not really much of a violent dude.
I'm a non-aggression principle guy. Like, I'm just, Now, do I get animated? Yeah. When I'm drunk, not that I do that, by the way.
Ever.
But if I'm drinking a little bit, maybe that changes. But still, I want to give everybody hugs, I guess. Chad was a shithead. He earned these hands.
Meet me at Alma Sonic right now, bro. You know what? How come Pittman never gave like a goodbye message? That was kind of weird. Yeah, that was a real Chad Morris move.
He hasn't yet. I mean, I wonder
what's he waiting on.
Well, the end of the season, right? Because you've got players to consider that are on that roster. Obviously, they're all his players.
Yeah,
especially the guys that he recruited that stuck around. I'm wondering if we get something after the end of the season. If not, then yeah, it's kind of a dick move, man.
I mean, it's kind of over though. He said his goodbyes to the players. He doesn't owe you a goodbye.
I don't know. Just usually coaches do. Even I think Franklin did that.
Did he?
Yeah. And he got.
Well, I thought that was a fake account. You're talking about the one on Twitter.
Oh, was it fake?
Was it? I thought it was fake. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't feel like he owes us a goodbye.
And I don't feel like
a whole lot of fans want his goodbye. Like, who wants to hear from a guy you all were cheering to get rid of?
I guess why would you tell everybody bye if you just had to block them all on Twitter?
He's gonna walk up to the stage with some music. It'll be Chris Brown's Deuces. That's what he's gonna be playing.
Do you think he ended up with a bunch of for rent signs in his yard every week, like they did on what movie was it? Radio or something?
Oh,
they were putting for rent signs in the coach's yard.
Oh man. No, the move that I was thinking about when coaches are under the gun or just thinking about like all the pressure they get is Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the head coach is talking to the what is he, like a booster or something? He pulls up in a parking lot and the coach is with his family and they're like, go get him this weekend. You need to win or something. And what's his name from Arkansas? Billy Bob says, well, what if we don't or whatever? And the guy just kind of goes, well, coach, that'd be real bad. So I always think about that when these coaches are in these tough situations. Like, sometimes, man, this is their freaking life. But hey, you get paid millions of dollars, man. It just kind of comes with the territory.
It's crazy.
But yeah. Well, hey, let's really quick before we hop off here. Arkansas does play. They got Cincinnati in an exhibition game on Friday night. I just don't really care to pick this game. I'm not going to lie. It is. It's on SEC Plus, I think.
Sweet.
You got to have the ESPN app to watch it.
So here's the thing. If the stat broadcast provides stats, I might do a post game. I'm leaning towards it's really 50-50 if I go live for the post. Just, again, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell. That way, if I do go live, hopefully, God willing, YouTube will actually send you a notification. I think they've gotten a little bit better lately at that. But that is Friday, October 24th, 7 p.m. I think we're giving away a ticket for this game, are we not? Is she in chat? I think Megan has like a ticket for this
Where the
game.
hell did you get a ticket for that?
Megan got one, and I don't know if I should have brought this up sooner. And we've also got our meetup this weekend, by the way.
Yeah,
There it is. Yeah, she just put it in the chat.
Okay, so we have here we go. If you are free Friday night and in the Discord, we have one ticket available for the basketball game. So there you go. If you want to go, listen, I mean, this is a big deal. Cal year 2, if you get an opportunity and you want to go to the game, right there it is.
The GOAT.
You go watch. Well, we weren't calling him the GOAT when he was at Kentucky, were we?
Well, you know what? Nobody likes
Maybe we
Lane
were.
Kiffin right now either. But if he was our coach,
Oh yeah,
then people would be getting his face tattooed on their arms.
10,000%. You're right. So go check out Discord. I think we have a room that's it might be in the meetup room. I'm not sure, but if you're in Discord, just tag Megan, and maybe she can guide you, or maybe Mac or someone, our administrator in Tusk Talk Discord. Okay, so all right, I'll just say, all right, I'll take Arkansas to win the game. I don't really care. It's a damn exhibition. I am curious about Acuff, his role. How much of DJ Wagner do we see playing the point in Acuff? This will be fascinating. I don't know what the rotation. I would say take the rotation maybe with a grain of salt, because I kind of feel like he's going to work this differently as the year progresses. But that's really about all I'm looking for. I mean, again, I'm not going to don't be mad if they lose this damn game. This is just more like a temperature check. Like, let's just kind of figure things out and see where we're at versus somebody else that's not in a Razorback jersey. Same thing for Memphis, right? Now that one will be at the FedEx Forum. That will be in Memphis. That one to me is a bigger deal, and I wish that one was in Bud Walton Arena, but that's on ESPNU. And again, if stats are provided, I may do a post game for that. But I'm 50-50 on both of these. They open the year up against Southern on November 3rd. You guys have anything you want to say about either of these exhibition games? Or
no, I mean, I think we pretty much covered it.
Okay.
13 cat, Wildcat, Bearcat, Hogs by 90.
There you go. 13 non-conference games. I think that's right. Michigan State at East Lansing. You've got, I mean, you never know, right? Some of these mid-majors could also, you slip up, they might beat you.
Remember when Colgate gave us hell in the tournament?
Man, there's been some teams going back to the Mike Anderson, and oh my God. You got Duke on the 27th, Louisville on the 3rd. What do you guys think in these 13 games? What's your record in the 13 games? Don't forget, you've got Texas Tech in the Revo Crew rematch.
Run through the games real quick.
I could probably just share my screen, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, I was saying you can just speed run it or share your screen or whatever.
Here we go.
I don't even know which ones I'm rating here.
There you go. So starting here, Southern at Michigan State. You got UCA in Bud Walton, Sanford, Winthrop, Jackson State. Then you got the big one. Well, I mean, Michigan State's pretty big going to East Lansing.
Yeah.
But Duke on the 27th, Louisville. God, their fans are so annoying. Oh, my God.
Borderline worse than Kentucky, huh?
Something about that state.
Page.
Huh?
I think Louisville and Kentucky fans on the same page.
It was brutal. When all that Musselman stuff was going around, they thought they're going to pick Musselman out of Arkansas. Get the hell out of here. Texas Tech, Houston, and then James Madison to round out your. So that's your. Count that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. All right. So 13 games. What do you guys think? What do they finish before conference play?
10-3.
Okay.
Yeah, 9-4, 10-3, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Texas Tech ain't no game, bro. Neither is Duke. Duke's good as sheesh.
I'm gonna say
10-3 or 9-2.
I really like the core group of players they have back. I mean, and I know Cal keeps saying we're not there yet, and we're not there yet. Blah blah blah. I think he's trying to avoid rat poison.
Yeah,
I think this is a really good team.
For no reason.
I hate that some of these games are not. I hate that they're neutral site.
I know it.
Mm-hmm.
That bothers me a little bit that they're neutral site. Maybe we're trying to get ready for tournament play.
I'm pumped for
way
that
early
game,
by
dude.
playing neutral site games like Madison Square Garden or whatever. But
Yeah,
I would rather play home and away series with these guys.
I would too. I think that's just such a missed opportunity for games like this need to be at Bud Walton Arena. I mean, they just do.
Dude, yeah.
I'm going to go out on the limb. I think Arkansas goes 11-2.
Loses to Duke.
I can see that. Yeah, 11-2.
Probably Duke. Man, at East Lansing, that's not an easy place to play. That's kind of what makes me want to maybe turn that back to 10 wins, but I like how these. I'm
worried about playing. Duke and Texas Tech the most, and Houston. You know what I mean? So it's like, ugh.
It's at the American.
They might
Airlines
win them all. Hell, I don't know, but I like 11-2, 10-3, one of those.
Yeah, I'll stick with 11-2. But you know how I be. I'll probably change that up before they play these games.
Watch 2 exhibition games, and then let's really walk through those.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, fair. I was going to split just the exhibition games, but I never look at exhibition games for anything more than just trying to figure out like who's going to do what, Remember
so when we beat Kansas I didn't want to split them. Game, and then we went 0-5 in SEC play. That was cool.
Exactly.
I think the way that he's talking, at least, it just seems like this is going to be a figure out my rotation kind of thing. Like, we're not going in there necessarily to win. We're not trying to lose, but I think he's going to spend a lot of time figuring out rotation just based on comments he's made in press conferences and stuff. He talked about DJ and how the team got better when DJ moved to point guard, but then you look at Darius Acuff and what are you supposed to do with DJ and Darius and put them on the floor at the same time? And so I think he's just trying to figure some of that out real quick.
Yeah. What is this about?
Yeah, they did just announce Petrino as coach earlier, so it's final.
No, they didn't, bro.
But
that would be the
I'm sitting here
move of all time.
on my phone right now.
I'm sitting here like scrolling Twitter, like, wait, what?
That would be so dumb right now.
Yeah, you cannot do that right now.
And they don't even need to announce. They even talk about announcing anything until December.
Well, if you're hiring him, if Petrino is your guy, if you beat Auburn and Mississippi State, and then you just decide right then and there, like, all right, he's our guy, I think you might want to announce it then.
I think if you announce for recruiting, you didn't get anybody you wanted.
Yeah, John,
you didn't even have a shot in hell at him.
Yeah. Kix wants to know what the question is. Yeah, the question was grading PJ Fleck as a coach coming to Arkansas, if you would be, because that was the recent name that's made the rounds with Arkansas fans, and there's some belief out there that Fleck might be, whatever, interested. We can't obviously confirm that, but I think right now it's a lot of smoke, and I still think we end up with Petrino, but also this is a game by game thing. If he loses. And
quick question: does Gus Malzahn live in Arkansas?
He was in Fort Smith.
I know. I'm looking at the tweet right now, and I was like, "Why the hell is he here? Get out of here!"
Fort Smith. He's from Fort Smith.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully he's just visiting family.
You're talking about this. You're talking about Ty Richardson's tweet right here.
Yeah, I was just reading it. I was like, is that really? And I zoomed in. I was like, okay, that is Malzahn.
Yeah, that would be one of the hires I would probably flip a table over.
I wouldn't be very happy about. As bad as he's just done us over the years, if he was going to be our coach, he needed to have already been it by now. We don't want him when he's washed now.
So we could already just fire him, get rid of him.
Just fire him.
Tiny news on Hunter's future. Well, yeah, they
Greg Schiano, that guy, if they hire him.
They already fired him. Hunter, it just broke. Hunter Hog Blitz. They just fired
perfect. Bobby. Yeah, that's quick.
They fired Hunter Yurchek. No, we don't have anything yet, Hog Blitz. If believe me, if we know something, you're gonna know something because you're in that Discord. You're in
they fired Hunter Yurchek. I'll do an emergency live.
Yeah, for real. We will absolutely. Where is hip hop? Says that's a good question. Where is hip hop? Bobby, Mother Blinken Petrino merch should already be on sale.
Hey, shout out to Tony Vitello for ditching Tennessee.
Oh, dude, I love it. By the way, I don't know if this is true, but people are saying that has never happened before. The college coach has never gone straight from college to a pro team to be the manager.
It's wonderful.
I don't know.
I'm
He's a good coach, bro. He'll be back here in a few years when DVH retires.
No, it won't happen.
You don't think so?
No.
I bet you your beard, bro.
Shit, I'm not doing that. I mean, he's going to have to really fail and fail quick. And the people in San Francisco, by the way,
happened to Nick Saban. Just saying.
I mean, that is fair, but this is baseball, right? I mean,
you don't think he'll ever come back to college?
I don't know about that. I just don't know that he'll ever come to Arkansas.
Oh,
it just feels like too good to be true. It's one of those things.
He does make a lot of money, bro.
I think Arkansas would. I think he could be the highest paid coach here too. I think in college, I think he could be here. But yeah, Tennessee's going to suck.
I can't wait to watch that, dude.
Oh god!
And they're not on our freaking schedule this year, of course.
Yeah. Gus would have been here 2 hires ago if he wanted the job.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Oh, Jimmy Sexton's his guy, right? Is it Sexton his agent?
I hate that dude.
So you know what he was doing. He was always using Arkansas for a raise.
That's all that ever playing with our hearts, man.
That's right. Okay, well, that is going to do it. Shout out to Tusk Talk with Ty Patreon supporters. We've had a number of new people join Patreon, by the way. That is awesome. You guys are really helping, and I mean this. You are really helping keep the lights on in this place between you guys and, of course, Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company, who offers, I think you offer same-day service still, Travis.
Yeah, boy.
Best service around in Central Arkansas. Free estimates, affordable outcomes, better than best, 1,000+ 5-star reviews. Your overall review, by the way, is insane. I was looking at that the other day when I was looking at all that stuff.
It helps when you give a shit.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
501-244-3667. The link is provided for you down below. Again, that's Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company. Appreciate you, boys. Again, I'm 50-50 on whether or not I'll be here for the post game on either of those exhibition games. Who knows? Maybe I will. I'll say this much: if we can get stats on those games, if the stat broadcast sheet is working on ArkansasRazorbacks.com, then the odds might kind of go in the favor of me doing it. But at the moment, I am not even prepared to do a post game for basketball. So, yeah, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Everyone else, I appreciate you, and we will be back. Well, I'll be back for the post game on Saturday, and then hopefully at least 2 of us will be here for the Monday night's live show.
Yeah, I definitely won't be because my kid's playing in a playoffs game that day.
Oh, man, exciting.
Yeah, hopefully they win, man. They're playing like one of the best teams in the league, so it should be interesting.
Oh, shit, good luck.
They win this one, they're in the Super Bowl, baby.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's great.
Monday night's going to be busy if you end up doing a post game.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 shows for sure. It'll be 2 shows, or if I just try to cram it all into one, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out.
That's what
anyways, I'll see one way or another. You'll see me either Saturday or Monday or both. So you guys, you two have a good night, and the rest of the chat and everybody watching this later, have a good rest of your week. I'll see you when I see you.